Mandy's, I just got back from spending the whole night in that swamp where the Mantis crashed. After I recorded the last podcast, I was just so stressed out. Seeing this whole nightmare unfolding before my eyes and having no way to help, it just wasn't working for me. And you're probably wondering, hey, what about those CIA guys in the panel van? How'd you get to the swamp if they're watching you? Well, I wanted to sneak out the bathroom window, since it's on the opposite side of the building from the panel van, but when I peeked out, I totally saw some suspicious lady sitting on a bench in this weedy old garden out back, and she was wearing this black suit getup, so, duh, she's CIA. In the ceiling of the closet, there's a trap door to the attic. That attic was a nightmare of gross dust and probably bat poo, and I think I almost stepped on a dead raccoon, but guys, I walked through all that animal poo and raccoon carcasses, and I went all the way to the very end of the motel, opened up the trap door, and let me tell you, it was a huge relief that no one was staying in that room. I snuck out that bathroom window, and from there I went to the swamp. I could whine for hours about the mosquitoes and the mud and the number of times I tripped on stuff and fell into stagnant water, but I'll spare you. The important thing is this, guys. I found the antidote. I cannot wait to tell Bernice about this. I've basically single-handedly saved the universe from a virus that makes everyone crash their vehicles into everything and die. This right here could be my life's purpose. So, here I am, back at the Scuzzy Motel, and I am so ready to get this podcast going and tell Bernice that I have the antidote. Let's do this thing.
Somewhere in the deepest depths of space, a team of intergalactic efficiency experts comb the galaxy, looking to bring order to the chaos of the universe. It takes a team of doers.
No one set off any sparks.
Thinkers.
My sick bay is for science.
Lovers.
I think I have the right wires.
And fighters.
How much blood do you need?
It takes us.
Don't forget computers.
Right. That too. And me, I'm their leader, Captain Joe. And I am proud to be captain of the Space Mantis.
Yay! Yes! We're at Bernice's cell in the brig. Bernice! I have so much to tell you!
What's up? What's going on? I'm going crazy here.
For now, at this moment, I think the most important thing is that I actually found the vial of antidote that Dara dropped in the swamp. You gotta get them to fly the Mantis back to Earth so I can get them this vial. I bet Angela can make more of it in the lab and everything will be fixed.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
Right? This is the best.
So awesome. You've basically fixed everything. Like, you've neutralized the Braithwaite threat. If we can just get that vial to Angela.
Yes, it is super cool, but, well, there's something I haven't told you yet about Braithwaite.
Oh no, what? This sounds bad.
It is bad. Braithwaite wants to take over Earth.
What? Take over Earth? Why? It's not even, I don't know, it's not part of the Alliance. We're totally cut off from everything going on in the universe.
Maybe that's why, though. He was talking to Pearl about how cool it would be to be the emperor of a planet. He was talking about how dumb the people on Earth are, like it was a good thing. He said he's got people who are already working for him to destabilize everything and make it easy for a space overlord to take control.
I do not even know what to do with that information.
I know. Believe me, I know. I've been losing my mind.
I'm gonna tell Joe the truth.
Wait, what? Why? What?
I'm gonna tell him everything. He already doesn't trust me. He already thinks I'm bad. At the very worst, if I tell the truth, he'll think I'm insane. At the very best, he'll believe me. So, at worst, I'm no worse off than I already am, and at best, he'll know what we know. And
there is no way the best case scenario is ever going to work out, Bernice. This is a bad idea. It makes no sense.
I'm gonna do it. No way could we stop Braithwaite on our own. You're on Earth, and Mr. Infinity and I are in the brig with no hope of getting out. But if the crew of the Mantis is with us, I bet...
Bernice, stop. We need to think this through.
How do you think Joe will react when he finds out that a good population of an entire planet has been watching a TV show starring him? That people love him? Do you think he won't want to protect them from Braithwaite?
Now that is a point, but this is assuming he believes you.
I don't have to convince him to believe me. I just have to convince him to go to Earth and find out for himself.
Ugh. You know what? Go for it. I mean, the trajectory we're on at the moment isn't exactly stellar, and I can't see any other way that you or I can alter the chain of events unless we do something crazy. If you can convince them to at least come back to Earth, then at the very least we can get them the antidote. So, yeah. What the heck? Do it. Tell Joe.
Okay, let's do this. Stop talking so Joe can get to the brig.
Gotcha. Good luck.
I think that's him. He's coming.
Then be quiet. It's going to help nothing if he hears you talking to yourself.
Clementine, Marcus said you wanted to talk to me. So here I am. But only because I've got nothing else to do at this moment. My being here is not in any way an indication that I trust or believe you.
Noted. Thank you for coming to see me. I have some very important things I need to talk to you about.
And okay, I guess we don't get to hear that conversation. The camera is taking us somewhere else. Good thing, I guess, because I would not have been able to stay quiet through that conversation, and then Bernice would have looked so crazy. Okay, we're going to Central, and it looks like, Zed is talking to Kenneth, that pathetic dork who programmed Infinity to be his pathetic notion of an ideal woman. The programming that Infinity has been struggling to transcend ever since her creation? Well, hopefully Kenneth can tell Zed how to fix Infinity.
So you inserted her consciousness back into the port, but she's not waking up, not moving.
Nope.
Huh. How about I go back to the Mantis with you? I could fix her up, say hi, hang out with her for a bit. It'd be fun.
No. You know Infinity doesn't like you. You know she wouldn't want to say hi and hang out with you. The only reason you would be able to get close to her right now is that she's unconscious, which is a fact I'm sure you're aware of, and it says so many creepy things about you.
Whoa, what? I just want to fix her.
Whatever, Kenneth. Be that as it may, she doesn't want to see you. She doesn't like you. She's told you so on more than one occasion.
But you want her fixed, right? How are you going to do that if I can't work on her?
A conference call to the Mantis, for starters. And if that doesn't work, I could take literally any other AI engineer from Central over to the Mantis for a bit. No reason it has to be you, dude.
Zed, why do you have such a problem with me?
Let me think, Kenneth. You created your quote-unquote ideal woman with the intention of having her be your girlfriend. But then, wouldn't you know it, she got to know you and didn't like you, and she left.
You've got it all wrong, Zed. That's not fair.
Kenneth, I don't care. I just want to set up a time for us to do a call to the Mantis so you can walk Marcus through fixing her.
Fine. I can do it now. I don't have work for another 20.
Cool. Let's do this thing. Nancy,
Yes, Zed.
could you hook us up to the screen and let Marcus know I've got Kenneth here?
You're on the screen.
Thanks, Nancy. Kenneth, just look at my screen. There you go. See? Oh, hey, Doc.
Hey, Zed. Oh, and Kenneth. Hi, Kenneth.
Hi, Dr. Angela. Oh, there's Infinity, eh? Could you maybe turn her around so I can see her face?
Why? Her port's on the back of her head. Don't be creepy.
Jeez, you guys are mean.
Only to creeps, Kenneth. Marcus is on the way, so sit tight. Oh, here he is.
Oh, gross. That's kind of... Does that explain to you about the problem?
Yeah. Could you take out her consciousness and hold it up to the screen so I can see it better?
Okay, hold on. Just a sec. Okay, there. Can you see it?
Yeah, turn it over. Okay, good. Oh, I see the problem. You're missing a piece of it, guys. See that copper bit at the end? That's supposed to have a little red cap. You need that.
Do you have a spare?
No, that one is specific to Infinity and her personality. She'd be a different person with a different cap.
Of all the stupid design flaws, Kenneth...
Hey, that's not fair. It's not a flaw. The only way that cap could have been removed is if it was done intentionally. I didn't just paste that on. Once it's on forever, unless it's removed intentionally.
Braithwaite.
Yeah, he's got that new engineer, Pearl. I bet she did it.
Oh, great. They did this so we'd have to go back to the dodecahedron.
As if we needed one more problem. Look, Zed, Kenneth, I'm gonna end the call and go talk to Joe. Zed, we'll see you soon?
Yeah, I'll be back as soon as I can clear the pod for takeoff.
And I guess as soon as you're back, we'll probably be going to visit Braithwaite. So, brace yourself for that.
Ugh, great. See you soon, Doc. Bye, Marcus.
Guys, I just had about the most stressful conversation ever with Clementine. Brace yourselves, I'm about to ruin your day. For starters, her name's apparently not even Clementine. And she says she doesn't really work for Central. She's, what's up with the mood in this room? Marcus? Doc? You look like you just got some really bad news.
Braithwaite took a piece of Infinity's consciousness, probably to ensure that you go to the dodecahedron to retrieve it.
What? That jerk.
On the bright side, though, you didn't have to have a conversation with Kenneth. Yay?
Damn it. Man, life has just been absolute garbage lately. I just want to curl up in a ball in my bunk and ignore everything. But, damn. I guess we just gotta face reality, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
But we're in this together, guys. We can do it.
But do what, even? See? That's what's stressing me out so much. I think. We've got like a million problems, but I'm not even sure what I should be doing. I mean, sort of folding to Braithwaite's pressure and going to the dodecahedron.
I hate to ask, but what did Clementine tell you?
Well, it's Bernice, not Clementine. So, she's a liar right off the bat. And, okay, she said a bunch of crazy garbage, and I'm just gonna tell you guys, you can ask questions when I'm done. Cool? So, she's not from Central. She's an alien from that dumb planet we crashed on. And the reason she knew who I was when I found her in that swamp is that we are a TV show on that planet.
What? That's insane.
I told you not to interrupt. So, where was I? Okay, so we know we have cameras hidden all over the Mantis. Maybe they've just been here longer than we thought. Or maybe there are other cameras? Like they've been recording us and broadcasting us on this planet. Geez, I don't know. It's insane, and do not think for a moment that I am believing this. I'm just entertaining the idea of it.
But why are you even entertaining the idea? It's nuts.
No interrupting. She told me some other stuff too that I can't just ignore. Because if it is true, then it's a really big deal. She said she's in communication with a lady back on Earth, which is apparently that planet's name. And this lady that she's in communication with found a vial of the antidote for Braithwaite's virus. I know, I see it in your faces, guys. but she said that one of the Dara who was attacking us had a vial that they dropped. And since that Dara was working with Braithwaite, it's at least a tiny little bit possible that it might be true. If Braithwaite sent the Dara off to chase us, knowing we had the virus, he'd give his guys the antidote to make sure they don't get sick too. So Bernice, whatever, she says we need to go back to Earth and get the antidote. She says we can take away a lot of Braithwaite's power if we have that antidote. And if she's not lying, that's right.
But Captain, I know, no interrupting, but what if she's working for Braithwaite and trying to get us to Earth for some evil Braithwaite reason?
Whoa, Marcus, doubting your girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend, but also I don't doubt her. I really think I do trust her. I'm just trying to be impartial.
Well, way to go, Marcus. But since when have you been impartial?
Well, Bernice is really cool and I think she's the real thing, but I guess I do have to admit that all my relationships up to this point maybe could have benefited from me thinking a little more clearly.
Nice breakthrough, Marcus. If we weren't in the middle of a thing here, I'd love to talk this out a little more. But Joe, go ahead. Was there more that this Bernice chick told you?
Yeah, okay. Earthlings are apparently really into this show that we are allegedly on. She was telling me all of this because she really wanted to convince me to bond with these Earthlings. Because, get this guys, if she's not lying, she says Braithwaite has contacts on Earth who are working with him to destabilize the population and make it all malleable for a ruler who will descend from space with promises of cheese and wine and making the world great, or whatever. And she really wanted me to understand how much Earthlings love us. She's hoping that we'll want to protect them.
She was trying to convince you to save this random little planet? Joe, planets get taken over by overlords like all the time. We can't jump in and save every planet. Hell, we can't jump in and save any planet. We're just one little crew of one little ship. And this Earth isn't even in the Alliance.
We might just be one little crew of one little ship, but Braithwaite doesn't exactly have an army. If that antidote does exist, I bet that would help us. And if we really are a show on Earth, then a lot of Earthlings will know what a loser Braithwaite is, and they will resist. I gotta admit, she sounded really genuine. But I know it's crazy. I guess I just wanted to bounce all of this off of you and see what y'all thought.
Well, for starters, we're all in agreement that this sounds crazy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, hey, maybe let's deal with the Infinity thing and revisit this Clementine Bernice thing after?
Now that is a good plan.
Agreed. Nancy?
Yes, Captain?
Call up the dodecahedron, please.
Yes, Captain.
Well, the crew of the Mantis. Hi, guys. To what do we owe this pleasure?
Is Braithwaite around?
Yeah, hold on. Yo, Terrence!
What? I'm busy over here.
There's a call from the Mantis for you.
Sweet. I bet they found out about that missing doodad. Ha! Hold on.
Yeah, we did find out about the missing doodad.
Chill, buddy. Don't start in on this conversation until Braithwaite's here. And save your glares for him. I'm just doing my job here.
That's exactly what the government soldiers said on Regolia 7 before they slaughtered the entire capital.
I see what you're saying there, Doctor, but you're missing one key difference. I am not a soldier on Regolia 7 murdering a bunch of people. I'm an engineer talking to some dork crew from some stupid little spaceship.
You say you're an engineer, and I know you have the credentials, but I swear, every time I've seen you at the dodecahedron, you're acting a lot more like an administrative assistant. Are you sure Braithwaite's not just pushing that stuff on you because you're a lady?
Yeah, Pearl. Have you seen the track record of complaints from what few females he has ever employed?
Kiddos, if you could get a look at my paycheck, you'd maybe get why I'm cool with this job. Now, quit trying to get into my head.
Thanks, Pearl. Scoot over a bit, will you? Ah, there you are, Joe. I bet I could guess why you're calling, but please, tell me. Don't hold back on the outrage. Lay it on me, my friend.
Braithwaite, what do you want? You must want something. Some sort of trade.
Why, Joe, whatever do you mean? Trade for what?
You know very well what.
Oh, you mean this right here? This little red cap thingy?
You're wearing it on a necklace?
Well, sure. I wouldn't want anyone stealing it. An important thing like this. Gotta keep it safe.
What do you want?
Well, for starters, I'd like more of a reaction out of you. I love a good reaction, and you usually oblige me with some pretty great tantrums. But I can see you're trying to keep your cool, so I'll settle for getting those prisoners back. What do you say to a little switcheroo?
Captain, no. We can't send Bernice back over there. Especially since, you know, the stuff we were just talking about before.
Good point, Marcus. Yeah. Braithwaite, how about this? What if we keep the lady, but give you the guy? He's never said one single thing that makes me trust him. And like 100 things that make me not trust him.
I'd be cool with that. I just need one of them.
Joe, this is a totally moral gray area, but I see the positives of trading that guy if it means Infinity will be able to get fixed.
I mean, as long as we're not trading Bernice, I guess I'm cool with it.
Okay, the call ends, and we're zooming through space, and fellow Mandys, no, they cannot trade Mr. Infinity and send him back to the dodecahedron of doom. I need that annoying jerk to be back here on Earth where he belongs. I need him to tell those people in the panel van that he's safe, and also he needs to be safe on Earth. Yeah, that too. But oh my gosh, this is the worst. It could only be worse if Bernice was going back too. Okay, well, here we are at the dodecahedron, and I guess we're going to overhear a conversation between Pearl and Braithwaite about what losers they are and how they're planning evil things. They're sitting at the controls at Pearl's station.
Well, that's cool. We can interrogate that guy about how they froze time or went invisible or whatever. Too bad we have to let them fix Infinity, though. Do you think we really have to give them the real component?
Yeah, we gotta. I don't want to double-cross him at the moment. I need to keep him at least somewhat appeased in order to manipulate him onto my side for my plan with Earth. With their beloved Captain Joe from the Space Mantis TV show vouching for me, it'll be a huge help for easing the minds of the population in the early stages of my takeover.
You think, though? How are you going to get him to endorse you? He hates you, man. You cut off his finger and ate it in front of him. There's no going back from that.
Dude, that's why I got the virus out of cold storage. I'll tell Joe that if he won't support me and tell the Earthlings about how I'm no longer the villain they love to hate from their favorite TV show, but am now a really nice guy, I'll unleash the virus on Earth. Joe wouldn't want the consequences of that on his conscience. He'll want to stop a pandemic.
Fair point.
That's right, it is. Okay, let's get to work.
No way. He cannot unleash that virus on Earth. Know what? He doesn't know that we know his plan. We, who just listened to Braithwaite's evil plan, are the ones he wants to convince. Guys, tell all your Mandy friends, if there are any left who aren't listening to this podcast already. Tell your family. Prepare them. Seriously. They'll all think you're insane, but they'll be singing a different tune when Braithwaite descends from the heavens. And a side thought that just hit me, thank goodness Braithwaite has no familiarity with Christianity. If Braithwaite had done his research, he could have pretended to be the Son of God, and I bet he'd have convinced quite a few people. The Christian population is even huger than the Mantis fan population. We're back at the Mantis in the brig. Hey, Bernice!
Hey, what's going on? Get me up to speed. Last I knew, I had told Joe a bunch of stuff and he said he didn't believe me. And he left.
I don't have time. There's too much to sum up. What I am going to do is just stop talking so that whoever is coming to talk to you can get down the hall.
Why do you think someone's coming to talk to me?
Buddy, that's how this works. The magic cameras take me to wherever the next scene is going to be. No way is this scene supposed to be just you sitting around, so I'm going to be quiet.
Could you please just tell me a tiny little update? Please? Hello?
Hey there, Bernice.
Hi, Captain Joe. I did not think you'd be back to see me. Oh my gosh, what is going on?
Let's just say I might not get another chance to talk to you. I have a question. Could you please just answer me honestly?
I swear.
Is the Mantis really a show on Earth?
Yes, I was obsessed. So many of us were. Not the entire planet, but it was a very popular show.
Wow.
You believe me? For real?
You know, I almost think I do. At least, if I don't get killed or kidnapped by Braithwaite, when I get back to the Mantis, we can talk more about going to Earth and getting that alleged antidote.
Oh, Captain Joe, that's amazing. Yes, you won't regret it.
Bernice, listen up. I just overheard Braithwaite and Pearl talking about how they're planning on taking Joe with them to Earth. They want to start their evil takeover today or something. Or at least they want to get down to Earth and scope it out. But they're taking Joe. They want him to vouch for Braithwaite to the Earthlings, so Joe's not going to be able to come back and talk to you about anything. You gotta iron this out. Now. Don't let him go.
Captain, you can't go. Braithwaite's going to kidnap you and make you try to convince the Earthlings that he'd be a good ruler.
Huh? What just happened? 1 second you're all, "Yay, Joe, sounds great." And the next you're all, "Don't go, Braithwaite's gonna kidnap you."
You wouldn't believe me.
No? You've said a lot of crazy stuff so far. And I'm pretty sure I've believed you, even if it's taken me a bit of processing time.
What the hell? I'll tell you. I'm already in so deep. Joe, there's a voice in my...
No, Bernice.
There's a voice in my head. She told me about Braithwaite's plan.
Huh. A voice in your head.
Yes.
Well, I guess that explains a lot.
Yes, it does. I knew you'd get it. It's all because of her that I've been able to navigate this whole fiasco without being killed. She is how I know all the stuff I've been telling you.
That's not what I meant when I said this explained a lot. What I meant is you're crazy.
But...
No. Maybe we'll talk later, Bernice. At least, I will be sending Dr. Angela down here to check you out. And maybe scan your brain once we're back from the dodecahedron. But for now, there's really no reason for me to be down here. Especially since I need to go save Infinity. ASAP.
But Captain, please, could I just take a pod to Earth on my own to get the antidote? That way there'd be no risk to you and you'd still get the antidote and...
I'm sorry. I can't handle this right now.
Bernice, I told you not to tell him. Dude, common sense. Tell a person you have a voice in your head and they will always think you're nuts.
I want to cry.
Aw, buddy, I'm so sorry. Don't worry. We'll figure out something. We have to.
I think I just broke everything. Braithwaite's going to destroy Earth. He's going to... Wait, shh, don't talk. I think I heard someone.
Bernice?
Marcus!
Hurry, come here. Joe told me all the stuff you said before and I was listening at the door just now. You want to get to Earth? To get an antidote for that virus?
Yes! Oh my gosh, Marcus. Yes. Will you help me?
We just gotta wait until Joe and Dr. Angela fly out to the dodecahedron, then we can take another pod.
Marcus, you are amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Aw, it's nothing. Come on. I stole a scrambler, so Nancy won't be able to spot us going to a pod till it's too late.
Well, that was unexpected. There they go, out of the brig. I'm hitting mute so they can't hear my voice and Marcus won't freeze, by the way, critics. This is awesome. Yay, Marcus. Okay, we're zooming out and I guess there's a camera on the left side of the Mantis because I can sort of see a bit of ship and mostly space. And oh, there goes a pod. That must be Joe and Angela off to the dodecahedron. Camera's moving again to the bridge, and Zed's walking through the door.
Nancy?
Yes, Zed?
Where is everyone? I've been back for like 10 minutes and no one's around. I was hoping for an update.
Captain Joe and Dr. Angela are flying to the dodecahedron of doom with a prisoner who calls himself Mr. Infinity. Marcus and the prisoner who you know as Clementine are... One moment, I cannot locate them.
Well, that's weird. Maybe they...
Incoming call from Central.
Oh man, I bet it's my test results. Bet I failed sensitivity training.
It's Nathaniel Shaw.
Oh sweet, send him through. Nathaniel! Miss me already?
You know I do. But Zed, that's not why I'm calling. I gotta make this fast. I found out something about Braithwaite's contacts here at Central.
What? Are you somewhere safe?
Yes, no one's around.
Okay, what'd you find out?
It's bad. I'm not 100% certain yet, but we payroll folk have a lot of access to different programs. While I don't technically have the right clearance level, I did sort of steal my boss's password, and,
Nathaniel, I thought you told me you weren't going to do anything dangerous.
It was quite safe. I just watched him type his password and committed it to memory.
You know what I mean.
Do you want to hear what I have to say or not?
Go ahead.
My boss isn't just in charge of payroll. He's in charge of all the money stuff, to put it in layman's terms. So I sort of just started pursuing all the money in and out, looking for big numbers, right? And I found some going in, a huge amount. 5 million bortles into, the commander's account.
Don't tell me you're saying you think the commander is in on this. 5 million bortles is a whole lot of money, but maybe it's not to someone like the commander.
That's what I thought. So I dug a little deeper to see where the money came from, and you're gonna flip when you find out the name of the account. Get this, all those bortles came from, well, it's more of a string of numbers and symbols than a name. It's parenthesis 5 plus 7 square root of 5 parenthesis divided by 4 parenthesis a to the third. Whoa, right?
That means nothing to me.
Zed, that formula is the formula for the volume of a three-dimensional shape. It's a very specific three-dimensional shape. It's the volume of a dodecahedron.
Dang, guys. The commander is working for Braithwaite. If my eyelids were able to stay open, I would so be listening more, but I just simply cannot. Remember, I was up all night kicking raccoon carcasses, tripping in sludge, evading the CIA, and searching for an antidote in a swamp, which I found. I cannot stay awake another minute. This is going to have to be where I stop. Until next time, guys. If there is a next time.
Hi, I'm Laura Morrison, and you are a valued member of the Space Mantis crew, you loyal listener. Without you, our intergalactic space misfits would have no one to hear their zany adventures, and then they'd be sad, really sad. Probably they'd eat a lot of ice cream and write a lot of bad poetry about their feelings about being ignored in space. And no one wants to hear Braithwaite's emo poetry. But if you do happen to want to hear that, visit our Patreon page, patreon.com/Space Mantis Podcast, and become a sponsor, and who knows, maybe we could work something out. This episode featured Jennifer Flath as the narrator, Laura Morrison as Bernice, Joseph Waters as Captain Joe, Brian Kirchner as Kenneth, Ryan Watt as Zed, Kathy Joy as Nancy, Aidan Ing as Marcus, Tiffany Merritt as Dr. Angela, Joseph Waters as Captain Joe, Sam Hooker as Braithwaite, Seven Jane as Pearl, and Chuck Van Zee as Nathaniel. Audio by Alan Spector, music by Joseph Waters, and writing by me, Laura Morrison. For more information on the show and the people behind it, go to fishclimbingtrees.com/mantis/. We really appreciate you listening. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and otherwise express your feelings of love and happiness to the emotionally delicate poetry writing AI that provides you with your podcasts. I'm sure it will cheer them up to know you care. Thanks, fellow Mandies. Over and out.